Jarom, I really want to know where you put a lot of people's Heisman Trophy dark horse contender Khalil Tate in your 10-10 best offensive players that BYU will face.
It's the final 10-10. It's been
where is the Arizona quarterback?
Final one.
Let's kick it off.
10 lists in 10 weeks. It's Jarom's 10-10.
And it's offensive players this week, okay? So all positions. For the first time, we get offensive linemen eligible here.
Ooh.
Tackle eligible.
Whoa.
Number 10, John Ursua, wide receiver, Hawaii. The Utah native led the Rainbow Warriors with 47 catches for 667 yards, 14 yards per catch with 5 touchdowns. And that was through 6 weeks because Ursua led the nation at 130 yards a game and then tore his ACL.
Oh.
But he still led the team in receiving yards and touchdowns, and that included his teammate, Dylan Collie.
I've heard this name before because you did wide receivers, right? And I continue to be impressed with the fact that he did that in 6 weeks.
And Hawaii stunk. Number 9, Patrick Laird, running back, Cal. He's one of 3 running backs to average 100 a game last season among BYU's opponents. Put up 13 plays of 20-plus from the line of scrimmage, 3 plays of 50-plus, 8th nationally in receptions among running backs.
You want to beat Cal? Slow down Patrick Laird. Period. The end.
Number 8, Vic Wharton, wide receiver, Cal as well. Wharton was 5th in the Pac-12 in yards and catches per game. 871 receiving yards is the second most of any wide receiver on BYU's schedule this season.
Vic's not nearly as effective if Cal can't run the ball, which is why I say stop Patrick Laird.
Number 7, David Edwards, right tackle, Wisconsin. He's 6'7", 319. Amazingly, he was a high school quarterback.
What?
Last season, he was named to multiple All-America lists, including being named first-team All-American by the AFCA.
That dude's going to make a lot of money playing in the National Football League.
And not as a quarterback.
Wow.
Number 6, Brett Reppin, quarterback, Boise State. Reppin will be a 4-year starter, 63% passer. He's the FBS active leader with 9,900 passing yards. Didn't wow last season, but he's capable of 442 passing yards and 4 touchdowns against BYU like he did in 2015, but he also had 3 picks.
I'd almost put Edwards as an offensive lineman above Brett Reppin because he's that impressive. And can we get Kai Nakua back for the Boise State game?
That'd be nice, right? Killed them. Number 5, Khalil Tate, quarterback, Arizona.
Whoa!
Tate was awesome in October, coming off the bench, rushing for an NCAA quarterback record, 327 yards versus Colorado. First Pac-12 quarterback ever with 1,000 rushing yards. For the last 3 games of the season, Tate went 0-3 and rushed for 2.8 yards per attempt. High ceiling, but have people figured him out?
Jarom, he's number 3 or 4 on most people's Heisman Trophy watch list. He's number 5 on just BYU's list this year.
Listen, he's incredible, but he had an awful November. Like, he was awesome in October, but he wasn't good in November. They lost a bunch of games.
Number 5.
Yep. Number 4, Miles Gaskins, running back, Washington. Gaskin has over 4,000 rushing yards, 49 total TDs, 5.9 yards per carry. 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. However, he's not the best running back BYU will face this season.
He's legit, but I don't think he's better than Khalil Tate. Wow.
Number 3, Trey Adams, left tackle, Washington. Adams is a projected top 10 pick next year at tackle. He's coming off an ACL surgery last fall. First team All-Pac-12, second team All-American in Washington's 2016 college football playoff run. An incredible hair.
He's also number 1 on the Jarom Jordan 10-10 best hair list.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, the quarterback at Washington, his guy, Jake Browning. Browning's sophomore season, amazing. 43 touchdowns, 3,400 passing yards. Last season, 19 TDs, 2,700 passing yards. Browning threw for 300-plus one time all of last season. Tanner Mangum did that too, by the way. But he's the only quarterback on this list to lead his team to the college football playoff.
Okay, so if Khalil Tate wasn't great late in the season last year and Jake Browning wasn't great pretty much the whole season for Washington last year, why is Khalil Tate 3 spots behind Jake Browning?
Because Browning had a full season of awesome. Tate had 1 month.
Yeah.
And the number 1 player, the top offensive player BYU will face in 2018 is Jonathan Taylor, running back, Wisconsin. As a freshman last season, Taylor rushed for an NCAA record 1,977 yards, 6.6 yards per carry, 13 touchdowns, 21 attempts a game, 6th in the Heisman voting. And against BYU, Taylor rushed for 128 yards, 7.1 yards per carry. And those are the top 10 offensive players BYU will face in 2018.